are scaling back on those shocking numbers. This, as we think ahead to reopening the economy and what that may look like. Canada's top doctor, Dr. Theresa Tam, sits down with the CBC, and she now says that wearing a face mask in public may be part of the new normal after rejecting that idea almost a month ago. Transport Canada has required now facial coverings because it's very difficult on a plane to separate yourself and all the traffic going in and out. And so you're already seeing those policy shifts. And she says provinces have also included wearing face masks in their reopening plans when physical distancing isn't possible. Now, when asked why the border wasn't shut down much sooner, Dr. Tam says at the time, that wasn't even part of the government's pandemic plan, but admits retrospectively they could have done a lot more at the time, saying that this is something she's never experienced before and could never have envisioned the world shutting down. Reporting live, Jamie Pulford, 680 News. 680 News time, 6:05. Mixed reaction to the Ford government's three-phase plan for the reopening of the economy. While some are frustrated by its vagueness, others applaud the flexibility. 680's Kevin Meisner joins us live from Queen's Park with the latest. Kevin.
Well, Catherine, Premier Doug Ford's three-stage framework would start reopening parks, allowing some non-urgent surgeries, and opening non-essential workplaces first, ones that can modify their operations, such as providing curbside pickup or delivery. But many are disappointed that this plan is vague and doesn't offer any kind of concrete timeline. The Canadian Federation of Business says with no date for phase one in place, there should be consideration for allowing curbside pickup for all businesses right now in the province, as is the case for larger stores and businesses in other provinces. CFIB also says one-third of Ontario businesses right now are shut down. 25% are dealing with zero revenue stream. Many on Twitter, however, are in support of the Premier's cautious approach to reopening the economy. One person writing, "Our officials are using science and expert medical advice as their guiding principles. They're doing it right." However, another posted a photo of Doug Ford from a couple of years ago unveiling the province's open for business highway signs. Been modified to read Ontario closed for business. At Queen's Park, Kevin Meisner, 680 News.
680 News time, 6:07. Workers choosing not to report to the office for fear of getting sick with COVID-19 are having a tough time getting any support from provincial regulators. Our Mike Apple reports from the 680 Business Center. The Toronto Star reports that in 200 work refusal cases brought to the Ontario Ministry of Labour, not one was upheld in favor of the employee. The Star reports work refusals saw a spike in mid-March with the initial economic shutdown up to a high of 83 per week compared to the normal 4 on average work refusals pre-pandemic. The Labour Ministry considers the dangers presented to the worker and none met the criteria. Ministry spokesperson tells the Star there have been nearly 1,400 orders related to COVID-19 to improve workplace safety. With the precarious nature of the current job market, labor lawyers tell the Star some workers may not feel comfortable challenging working conditions. An open letter from the Ontario Federation of Labour to the Labour Ministry has raised concerns that work refusals related to the pandemic are not being taken seriously. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
680 News time, 6:08. Today is the first full day of the city's curb seal plan, which fixes stay in place at 10 pedestrian hotspots where physical distancing has been difficult. 680's Carl Hansky joins us live from one of them with the story and reaction. Carl.
Jonathan, if you ever walk down the city sidewalk, you know how impossible it is at times to maintain physical distancing, especially if you're going one way and someone else is going the other way. You can't do it. So the city has identified over 100 key problem spots where there are lineups or pinch points on sidewalks that do not allow proper physical distancing. So in these problem spots, a section of the right curb lane will be blocked off and made pedestrian only to allow more walking space. Or for instance, if it's outside a grocery store, people lining up, that curb lane will serve to hold people in line and leave the sidewalks for the pedestrians. The city will start with 10 hot spots, including one I'm on right now near Parliament, on Front Street near Parliament, and will expand from there. Reporting live, Carl Hansky, 680 News. 680 News time, 6:09. A new poll has found just under half of Canadians have reservations about sitting next to a Chinese or Asian person on a bus if the person is not wearing a mask. The Chinese Canadian National Council for Social Justice says 1 in 5 people in Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal don't think it's safe. 24% of respondents said they were uncertain about the idea. The poll also finding that 4% of respondents believe all Chinese or Asian people carry the COVID-19 virus, while 10% say they are uncertain. Toronto police have said they are not experiencing any notable increase in hate crimes since the pandemic started, but spokesperson Megan Gray acknowledges that hate-related incidents often go unreported.
This is 680 News. May 8th, that is the date NBA teams can return where it is legally permissible, but as we hear from our son in Bennett, gyms that do open will face many rules and restrictions.
A news report that training facilities opening this Friday potentially, but it will actually be in a couple of weeks from now, and that's only in cities where stay-at-home restrictions have been eased. So the Raptors with Ontario in a state of emergency wouldn't be able to open theirs as of right now, but the places that do open, lots of rules. Players that have to have their phone and keys sanitized when they get there, wear face masks at all times when not working out, and would have to at least keep 12 feet away from staff. Also saunas, steam rooms, places like that still off limits. Every team will have to appoint a facility hygiene officer. That doesn't sound like fun.
Just another night at Asphalt Police headquarters.
Still baby steps towards the reduction of the season. The league is looking into options for teams who can't open the gym just yet. I'm Simon Bennett.
680 News Time, 610. This
is 680 News. We all have a part in this. And regardless if what you do is considered essential, or you simply need to pick up a few essentials for your family, getting you there is important to us. That's why at Toyota, we're taking necessary safety measures to ensure our parts and service departments remain operational, to keep you moving forward safely and reliably. Because if others depend on you, you can depend on us. Contact your local Toyota dealer or visit shoptoyota.ca for more information.
680 News Time, 611.
Traffic and weather together on the launch. Here's even present data.
Well, we just have some construction right now. Eastbound 401, the ramp to Winston Churchill still closed off, and then the westbound off the 401 looks pretty good. Most of the construction is wrapped. We just have the northbound James Mill Parkway ramp to the west 401 still shut down. Westbound QEW at Winston Churchill, left lane because of construction. And if you're eastbound on the Gardner, westbound on the Gardner, no delays or problems at this time. Everything is moving quite well and at the limit through that stretch, so nothing to worry about on that route. Now with a check on the forecast, here's Denise Andriachi.
Oh, mostly cloudy today. We have showers right now, and they're going to last through the morning and on and off through the early afternoon. Mostly cloudy the rest of the day, and then overnight tonight we fall to lows near 7 degrees. Tomorrow, showers to start, and then more steady rain through the afternoon. It's a very unsettled day with strong gusty winds of 50 kilometers an hour and about 25 millimeters of rain. High tomorrow near 10 degrees. It's 8 right now downtown and at Pearson. Your guaranteed high is 9.
680 News Time, 613.
Now the Dynamic Funds Market Minute.
Over to Mike Epple at the 680 Business Center. Mike.
Hey, good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Paul. Good start on the trading session this Tuesday morning. We've got stock futures up, international markets climbing, and it's in anticipation of some big earnings that are due today before the bell. We'll hear from Pfizer and the Ford Motor Company and Caterpillar, some Fortune 500 heavyweights. And after the bell, Google's parent company Alphabet reports results. The TSX Monday gained 221 points. The Dow is up for a fourth day, surging 358 points, or 1.5%. And this morning I've got the Dow futures up by better than 280 points, which is, again here, a jump of more than 1% in pre-market trade. It is basically ignoring what's happening in the energy market as the price for oil continues to sink like a stone. It's down 56 cents, or 4.5% at $12.20. Had been down as low as $10 per barrel earlier this morning. The Canadian dollar, 71.66, is up 0.4%. The Business Center, I'm Mike Epple.
In times like these, we could all use advice, especially when it comes to investing. Advice matters, now more than ever. Speak to a financial advisor and learn more at dynamic.ca/advice.
Still ahead on 680 News.
Alessia Cara, one of the biggest musicians in the world, is self-isolating in the GTA, letting that slip to Jimmy Fallon.
680 News Time, 614. Local businesses make our news great.
That's why 680 News has partnered with Scotiabank in Operation Support Local.
Hi, it's Sarah Carrot. By supporting local, you can help keep the places you love open. From shopping online, signing up for online classes, or even ordering takeout, it all starts with you.
To submit or find a local business to You better believe it. What about a con artist and food scientist, a walrus whisperer, and one of the biggest documentary film festivals in the world? No? Well, you're in luck. Watch Hot Docs at Home on CBC. Catch world premieres and new docs every week without ever leaving the couch. Hot Docs at Home on CBC. Thursdays at 8 on CBC and CBC Gem. This is All News Radio. 680 News.
Light rain. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center in downtown Toronto. I'm Paul Cook.
I'm Catherine Hey. Here are the top stories right now.
For the first time ever, the entire House of Commons will hold a virtual session on Zoom today when it reconvenes. Work refusals over COVID-19 fears are so far not getting the backing of Ontario Ministry of Labour. Toronto Star reports not a single complaint has met the ministry's criteria for a work refusal. And coming up after sports.
We'll learn the specifics of how the COVID-19 lockdown in France will be lifted. Lockdown likely to be extended in Russia, and Brazil is emerging as potentially the next big hotspot for the coronavirus. Time now for 680 Sports.
Sports at 590 The Fan. Simon Bennett.
Hey, good morning. With safety in mind, the NBA telling teams that the earliest they can open their training facilities will be May 8th, and even then, we already know that not every team will be able to do this. Only in areas where stay-at-home mandates are being relaxed. So the Raptors, for example, would not be able to open theirs as of right now. But the places that do open, lots of rules. Players that have to wear face masks at all times unless they're working out. When will the NHL start thinking about doing this? Sportsnet's Chris Johnson saying it's still up in the air, but some teams have May 15th circled as a date to potentially start small group skates. Their facilities again were permitted by local authorities. NHL news: the Chicago Blackhawks fired team president John McDonough. He's been with the Blackhawks since 2017. Joel Ward announcing his retirement after 700 games plus in the NHL. And it looks like the AHL won't be back in the summer. Most media reporting the league will hold a conference call on May 8th to make a final decision on canceling the rest of their season. Sports 15 to 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
680 News Time, 617.
To the nurses and doctors who doubled their shifts. To those wiping down every surface and keeping us safe. Those who keep the lights on and the food coming. To all frontline and emergency workers, Subaru dealers salute you. In fact, while we continue to provide essential services to all Subaru customers, we'll drop everything to put you first. Simply visit us online, because that's how we'll safely plan every appointment. From your Ontario Subaru dealer, let's all stay safe.
Cancer connects us all. We all have a story to tell.
I was 13 years old when I first heard the word cancer.
Being diagnosed with colon cancer was an overwhelming shock. I'm Eric McCormack. Research, including clinical trials, helped change the story for cancer patients across Canada.
I am now 9 years cancer-free.
Join Stand Up to Cancer Canada and the Canadian Cancer Society to learn more about the groundbreaking research that translates into life-saving treatment. Visit standuptocancer.ca/CCS to learn more.
The City News Time 618.